We've been given a table, so we have an x comma y, and these points are from an exponential function, and ultimately we want to write the equation of the exponential function. Now if we were writing a line, that'd be y equals mx plus b, but if we are writing the equation of an exponential function, we're going to write y equals a times b to the x. Just in contrast, if you want to write the equation of a line, you need to find m and b. If you want to write the equation of an exponential function, you're going to need to find a and b. Now, a represents the initial amount. In other words, when no time has gone by, the starting amount. So if you have a table of values, what you want to do is immediately look for the point that has an x value of 0. If I have an x value of 0, then that's when the time was 0. So right away in this one, I know that the a is 9. Okay, now that I have the a, I need to find the b. And if I have an equation, if I can replace all of the variables except for one, I can then solve the equation. So we want to replace both the x and the y. We have a ton of points to choose from. I could replace the x with 2 and the y with 9/4. I could replace the x with 1 and the y with 9/2. I cannot use this one because I already used it, but I could replace the x with -1 and the y with 18. I would personally go with whichever point seems the easiest, and in this case, I believe that to be 1 comma 9/2, because 1 is usually an easy number to work with. So notice I'm going to go in, and I used an xy. I'm going to replace the y value with 9/2, and then I replace the x with 1. Now b to the first power is just b. So to get b by itself, all I need to do is get rid of this multiply by 9. Now yes, you could divide by 9, but when you have fractions, it's going to look weird to put this fraction all over the number 9. But granted, if you have your scientific calculator, some of you would just pick it up and do 9ab over c2, 9/2 divided by 9, enter, and you get your answer. But if you're doing this by hand, instead of dividing by 9, I could multiply by 1/9. When you multiply by 1/9, that 9 cancels that 9, and all I have left on the right-hand side is b. And if I multiply 1/9 times 9/2, these 9s cancel, and I'm left with 1/2. So b is equal to 1/2. And this guy right here, I kind of put that up just a little bit too high because I wanted to show the steps. So I'm just saying, let's multiply both sides by 1/9. We get 1/2. One more time, I just have to say, most of you are going to pick up your calculator and see, I would like to get rid of multiply by 9. So you divide by 9 by taking 9/2 divided by 9, and you're going to get 1/2. But now that you have both a and b, there's your a, there's your b, and we have our equation.